Hello everyone, welcome to Verbalin. My name is April and I am from the United States. And today's class is going to be a debate class. So if you are a great debater, then this is the actual class that you want to join. Some classroom information and rules. Premium members and those with reservations can join now. And when you join, you do want to click on the red microphone at the top of the screen so that you can begin speaking. If you don't have a working microphone, please participate only in the chat area. Thank you. And please avoid loud background noise, as well as make sure that you close the Verbalin website when you do join. Lastly, be respectful to others. And that is basically it for the class rules. So let's see who we have in so far. All right, so hello everyone. See, we have Ahmed. Ahmed, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine. And you?
Good. I'm great, Ahmed.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you for joining. And where are you from, Ahmed?
I'm from Egypt.
Okay. Good. All right, and let's see who else. Bruno. Bruno, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. What about you?
Great. Great. Where are you from, Bruno?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, great. I had quite a few students yesterday who were from Brazil. So welcome.
Thank you.
Daniel, how are you?
Fine, and you? How are you?
Great. Great. Where are you from, Daniel?
I'm from South America. It's Uruguay.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. Rubear, how are you? Rubear? I'm not able to hear you. Okay, I see that you posted in the chat, but I cannot hear you. Did you make sure you click on the red microphone on the top of the screen if you haven't already? Okay, so try that. Motaz, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Great, great. Good to see you. And Sebas, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, April?
Good. Why are you so low today?
Why so low?
Okay, there you go. There you
Okay.
go. I could barely hear you. So
I'm
did
good.
you wear blue today for a purpose?
Yes, because this no.
No. Okay. All right. Because today was the National Autism Awareness Day, and at my full-time job, we had to wear blue. So.
So yeah, now
Yes.
it's with a purpose. Yes,
Yes. So it's a purpose. Okay. Edwil, how are you? Edwil Senna? Yes, yes, no, no. All right, I will come back. Rubear, did you get your microphone working? Rubear, did you get your microphone working? No. Okay. Latney, how are you?
Oh, whoa.
I'm
What was
fine,
that?
thank you. And you?
Good. I'm great, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Okay, very nice to meet you and welcome to the class.
Nice to meet you too.
Rubear, since your microphone is not working, okay, there we go. I didn't have to even continue. Okay. All right. So I believe, let me see. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Anais is in. Hi, Anais.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good to see you. And Yusef, I do see your message, and I already know how to do that if you were talking about me. Thank you. Whiff, how are you? Whiff? Whiff, are you there? Yeah, there seems to be a lot of issues with people joining today. I'm gonna eject Whiff out until he can make sure that he is able to work on any tech issues. All right, just to allow people who actually have everything working to join. All right, now I do see one other person trying to join. I'll give him a second. Julio, how are you? Okay, Julio, I can't hear you. Make sure you click on the red microphone at the top of the screen. And I still can't hear you. Did you click on the microphone at the top of the screen? I kind of hear you, but it's so low.
Sorry, processing. Wait.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay,
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Timor-Leste.
Say that again?
Timor-Leste?
Whoa.
Can you write it?
Yeah, you want to write here. Here is it.
Yeah, you can write it in the chat for me.
Yeah,
And
I write it now. Can you
okay.
see? Yeah, yeah, Daniel
Okay.
also write it, Timor-Leste.
Wow, I have never had anyone yet there,
Yes.
so wow.
Maybe me, it's first time.
So welcome.
Thank you.
And Yusef.
Sorry? Finally, I'm in.
You're
Yeah,
in.
hello?
Yay.
Yeah.
You're back. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and get started now that we have everyone in that has a working microphone and everything. All right, so today is our fun debate class. So this is how it will go. I'm going to give you all a topic and a side.
Hello? Excuse me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Edward,
Sorry,
I can hear
had a
you.
problem. Sorry, teacher. I had a problem with my microphone. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
My
meet you,
name
Edward.
is Edval, right?
Edval, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Now your
perfect.
pronunciation is correctly.
Edval, okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay.
I am fine. I am now answering your question, right?
Yes, where are you from?
I am from Brazil.
Okay, very nice. All right, so I'll go ahead and continue how the class is going to go. So basically, I'm going to give you all a topic and a side to argue. So starting off, whatever I give you is what you have to own. So if I give you something that you're not that you would rather debate the other side, that's not going to happen. Okay. So the point of that is to allow you to be able to debate various things, even things that you may not necessarily agree with, so that you can gain those type of skills. Lawyers have to do it consistently, right? You have to do it all the time. They may even know that someone is guilty, but the purpose is to get that person off, right? So that's what we're going to practice today. So when I give you the topic and a side to argue, I will have half of the students, 4 students at a time, be the debaters, and the other 5 students will be the judges. Okay, and then your job, if you are a debater, is to convince the judges that you have won the argument. How do you want to win the argument? How should you win an argument? Well, one important way is to make sure you provide examples and good reasons for why you're making that argument. The important thing that I want judges to realize is that when you decide which side won, you do not go by your feelings on the topic, okay? You go by how well they presented the argument and the examples that they have given. So, for example, if one of the arguments was that smoking should be prohibited, well, maybe you are a smoker, so you don't agree with it. However, you want to make sure that you pick the side that presented the best argument. So try your best not to focus on any feelings in this. And then I see Julio shaking his head, so he understands exactly what I'm talking about here. So that's great. All right, so does everyone pretty much understand the rules here and how it's going to go?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just writing a little note really quickly, and just give me 1 second. All right. So, each time, don't worry, you will debate. So if you're not a judge at one point, you'll be a debater, and vice versa. So after each debater goes, I will go to each individual judge and ask who won. And then we would determine the votes and who actually won from there. So we'll see who are the great debaters in this class. All right, so first group, let's go ahead and get it started now. First debaters will be, oh, I love Yusef's avatar. First debater will be Yusef. Oh, this is what I didn't tell you. I'm sorry. There will be 2 people at a time. So there will be 2 people going against 2 others at a time, just so you know, so you'll have partners. So the first debaters will be Yusef and Daniel. Daniel, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you're partners with Yusef. Okay? Going against
Partners. Partners, yeah.
Yes. Daniel and Yusef are partners. Going against Daniel.
No, Daniel.
And
There's
Daniel.
another Daniel.
There is 2 Daniels?
Daniel Dufert.
That's
yes?
me.
Yes. So you're on the same team as Yusef. You 2 are partners. Going against you will be Julio and Ananias. Okay, so Julio and Ananias are partners. Topic. Yusef and Daniel, you feel that birth control should be given out to high schoolers in school and middle school. Ananias and Julio, you believe that birth control should be banned. It should not be given out to middle school and high school students in schools. So this is something that we're talking about where there's actually a center in the schools that give out birth control to middle school and high school students. Okay? So we have...
Excuse me.
Sure.
Can you write down two motion in the chatting? Then we can take a look. It's like quickly, right? Do not waste time. So can you write it down then? If we miss the, we have to find. Yeah.
So I'll put Yusef group. Birth control should be given out in schools. And then Julio's group, birth control should not be if I can type here, should not be given out. Okay, and just know that one side goes first. You say everything you feel you need to say. One partner starts, the other partner go. You can help each other out when you get stuck. Next teams will go. They will say their piece. And then after that, if you want to rebuttal, say something else again, you can. But once the argument is closed, and we'll go ahead and vote. All right.
Sure,
So,
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, but I have to defend that to teach about birth controls or to give
to give it out, not to teach, to give it out. So, for example, condoms and birth control. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Condoms.
Medicines.
Exactly, like condoms and birth control pills and things like that are to be given out. So you agree that it should be given out to middle school and high school kids in the schools. Okay, and the other group believes that it should not be. All right, so the group that's going to go first would be Yusef and Daniel, and then next will be Ananias and Julia. All right?
I still didn't get exactly what I'll be debating about.
Yusef, do I have to give you my face? So you are saying that you believe that birth control pills and condoms and things like that should be given out to middle school and high school students in school. So these things should actually be given out to them. The other group believes that it should not be given out to students in high school. Got it?
Yeah, I guess.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'll have you guys go first. Daniel, you can go ahead and start.
Well, I think that birth controls have been given on schools, and that is because the reality show us that all the teenagers used to have relationships, between sexual relationships, and it's impossible for the families and to the schools to say not to that way of living. So we are in a different times that the cultures have changed. So it's good not to make pregnant, not pregnant teenagers to give the birth controls in high schools. That's my way of thinking.
Nice. Yusef, you have something to add?
Well, I agree, of course, with Daniel, because in middle school and high school, the relationship is going on, and if they are having the birth control things and material, that will help them to prevent getting pregnant and having child on that age. So yeah, I totally agree with them.
Okay, great. Okay, opposing side.
Okay, I obviously disagree with that just because we don't say that it shouldn't be available for teenagers. I just think that it should be a family affair. That when you're a parent, you have to decide how you're going to teach sexuality and protection to your kids. It's not the school to decide how you're going to raise your kids. And even if I think that teenagers should get some protection and should get, like condoms, pills, birth control, of the stuff, because they have a sexual life. It shouldn't be, the school that would decide when, how, and why. And I actually think that first it makes the kids too responsible too young because they just have to go to school and get it without talking to their parents, without further thinking about what the responsibility of a sexual life and stuff. So it's just too easy, and it makes a huge hole in their education towards the parents because actually it's just an escape from their parents. What's the word? Their parents. Even in French, I don't get it. But their parents' education, like their parents had no. This way, their parents would have no idea that they have a sexual life. They wouldn't have a chance to explain them what it means and how it happened. Because like that, I mean, your teenager suddenly she can be, in the back of at the back, behind the school, just having sex, and you have no idea what's going on, just because she had the chance to get birth control without you knowing, or without further explanation. So it's just too easy for them, and we actually make them let them be too responsible and too free about it. And they are still children, and we are not supposed. I mean, we can't forget that. So they still have parents, and their parents are supposed to deal with that. Kids are not supposed to deal with that by themselves. So I think that it shouldn't be available, in school. It should be available in doctor's appointments. It should be their parents' role to explain them what's going on and how it works and why you should be careful with that. That's cool.
Okay.
Can I disagree?
Okay, wait.
Yeah, you can, but let Julio go first. He has to say his part, then you can go.
Yeah. Okay, from my opinion, I think I totally disagree with your statement. Say that
No, you agree. Oh my God, you're on my team, Julio.
Yeah.
No, he's disagreeing with the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, I and Anes is together, right?
You scared me.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Not disagree with Anes, but I disagree with two of them because we are together, right?
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, yeah. So the statement say that birth control should be given to the should be giving out to the young or high school students. The reason I disagree with this because the age of those students, like in high school students, they are not mature yet, so they need the time to be know more, like some kind of education. We need to let them know really about what is going on, even though their life is not mature. It means that they are still young, so we cannot give this out for them. We have to ban this. So the first point is their age, and the second reason is this is like the kind, like different culture, but in terms of culture also it will affect for their future. I mean it's related with their life when they get married with someone. It's kind they will be this affect for their future. For this reason, I think that's all.
Okay, great. So
Well,
Yusef, what's your rebuttal?
Yeah. I want to disagree in one point. Actually, all of their talking just was about one point, which is if giving the birth controls to those students who are still in the mid-high school and high school, it's like giving them a permission to go through a relationship, and without giving them a permission. And I think the relationship, it will be going on between those students no matter what. And those birth controls, when given, it's given to those who are going through this relationship, especially and specifically the sexual part of it, without permission from their parents. So at least this birth control will help not to have a child and have this type of obligation on their age. So that's what I want to disagree.
Yeah, but the
Because
thing is,
anyhow, it's giving them a birth control. It's not giving them a permission to go through this relationship. Actually, it's giving to those who are not taking the permission to go through this type of relationship and on this age, and specifically the sexual relationship with those with their parents doesn't know about it. So that might help them not to be having and not to increase the problem. So
except I never said that it's giving them the permission. I just said that it's taking.
you say they will be familiar with the relationship.
Listen,
then
no. Let me explain what I said. Hold on, please. I never said that it's giving them the permission. I said that it's giving them the responsibility of it instead of their parents. And I said that it's taking the right.
So you think if they ban giving?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay,
please.
Yusuf, let her finish.
Please. So I'm saying that they should have birth control, but it should be through doctor's appointment, people who are responsible, and it should be on their parents' terms. You know,
Right.
The thing is that if you let the school giving it to them without the parents knowing, I mean, the life of a teenager, especially because they are under 18, it's their parents' responsibility. Whatever.
So I have a question.
It's their
I have a question for you.
not them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I have a
it's
question.
their
So
responsibility to raise them. It's not the school responsibility. So it's their
I got the point.
responsibility to say.
I have a question.
Okay.
So I'm a
come to
teenager. I'm a teenager in the high school. So before, and I'm in a relationship. I have a girlfriend. Before I go through any sexual relationship, I should go to a doctor and show the description of this birth control. That doesn't make sense. It's just this thing is just trying to protect those from having a child. That's why it's called birth control. So it just. Even though they are going through relationship and sexual relationship on that age, which they might get in a problem with a child and a lot of obligation later, and they still their future and their study, in front of them. So that's helped them not to make this problem increase and give problem for themselves, their parents.
Okay, I know this is getting great, and I hate to cut you off, but we have some other things to debate here.
Okay, I just want to say last point.
Okay, no last points. No last points. Time is up. Time is up. Hello. Time is up.
This was intense.
Time is up. All right.
We have to mute him. All of you.
So,
No. This time is not enough.
You heard everything
We
that
need
they
time.
said
We need
so
time.
far.
We need time.
So, I need to go to the judges now. Bruno, what side do you think won based on the examples that they've given? Bruno? Alrighty. Eject. Okay, let's see, who else was in? Edval, what about you? Who do you think won? Edval? No Edval either? Okay. Okay, Motas.
I totally agree with Anais and Julia.
Anais and Julio. Why do you think they presented the best argument? No, don't tell me you agree, because that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean.
So, why do you think they presented the best argument? What was something that helped you to take their side?
Just the parents' point.
Okay, the parents' point.
It was the best.
Okay.
and she was talking all the time.
She was talking all the time. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best reason, but okay. But the parent part, okay, yes, and she said that's not even true. Okay, Sebastian, who won it for you?
For me, it's Anais and Julio's team.
Okay, why?
Because actually I agree with Yasuf and Diego, who's not here, but Julio made a point that for me was clicked, and he said he started talking about the culture.
Okay.
And he made an example there about the culture, and I think that was a really good point.
Okay.
And you
Alright.
too, yeah. Nice.
Okay. So, and the rest of those who were in with, are you there?
Yes, yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
who do you think won that argument?
Actually, I'm not agree with both of them.
Oh, Wolf, come on.
No, no, only joking,
Okay.
I came late. I came late because
Okay.
I didn't quite join the classes. Sorry.
Okay, so you didn't even hear everything. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't vote for this time. Okay, no
Yeah, yeah.
problem. Okay, so it looks like Julius and Anais won that one because those who were here weren't able are going at this point. So congratulations to Julio and Anais. Woohoo!
It's only two votes out of, I don't know.
I know, and those 2 votes were for them. I know. If we had everyone else that were not just sitting in here and not actually participating, that would have been helpful.
Sebas and Motaz, I should put more scary avatar next time.
But Yusuf, I liked your
I
argument
cannot
about.
take it seriously.
Yeah, what about you, April? Which one you agree depends on the argument.
To be honest, I kind of felt strongly about both. I thought you both had some good points. So I really can't say. I really can't say on that one. I did like Yusuf that you mentioned about the parents and about the children. I mean, that's obviously a strong point because things, and Daniel, your partner, said it too, that things have changed. So, whether or not you want to believe that your child could be engaged in that type of behavior at a young age, the fact is a lot of times they are, and you may want to prevent that. But then on the other end, then there is that side that you feel like if you are doing it, it's promoting it. So I thought you guys both presented. That one I can't really say, and I will say if I feel very strongly about something. So, all right, next debaters will be Sebastian and Motaz
Okay.
on the same team. Opposite of them will be Wolf.
Yes.
And Dia. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to be partners with Wolf. You're debating and you're going to agree on a certain topic together and try to help the judges to believe your side or agree with your point of view based on examples and things that you give. So here is the topic. The topic is about cheating on your spouse. Or your significant other. The debate is going to be, Sebastian and Motaz, you believe that cheating should be forgiven, no matter what. Wolf and Di, you believe cheating should not be forgiven at all. You should be done and over afterwards because you don't agree with that. Okay? So of course the proponents of well, I shouldn't say the proponents of cheating. Those who believe that he should be forgiven will go first, and then Wolf's side will go second. Those who aren't debaters will be the judges. All right, and you can go ahead and start.
Okay,
Go for
Motas. Me first?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're the
okay,
oldest.
man. Thank you. Hi guys. Okay. My position and that if you cheat your wife, your husband, or your partner, whatever, you should be forgiven, right? That is my position, and I think that you're a human being, and you make mistakes. We all made mistakes. I'm 26 years old, and I am never cheating, but I have made many mistakes in my life, and I'm sure that all of you here haven't also. And even the teachers on Berlin, I'm sure of that. But so I think that is a really good point of view. Just think about us as humans, as people who do things just for doing it, without thinking, and we should forgiveness, and you should know that if you're a religious person, a religious man, for example, God tell you that you should forgive. I mean, God is the only one who can judge you, and well, so your partner should forgive. For example, if I'm cheating, she has to forgive me, because I have many reasons to that. Um, I don't know, Motas, if you have something, then you can speak. Thinking too much, I think.
Yes, actually, cheating, let's talk about this. Why we call it cheating? Because if I cheated, for example, and I talked with my wife or girlfriend or my partner about this, and he knows about this, this is cheating. When I ask for his forgiveness, and I regret about this, so I think it should be forgiven. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I just don't care, and I will not tell him, and you know. But if I cheated and I ask for his forgiveness and I'm honest with him, I think it should be forgiven.
Yeah, I'm agree with you too. And we should think about that forgiveness. We are talking about cheating your wife or your husband, but forgiveness is all about also friendship, for example, or family. And
Exactly.
we forgive, and we want to forgive that other people forgive us for many reasons in our lives. And I don't know what age do you have, guys, but forgiveness is part of our lives. Cheating is part of your lives in some people, and it's very important, the communication. So like Mota said, if you're cheating your wife, you should ask her forgiveness, and that is what relationship is communication, be with the other one, and I think that forgiveness has to be the right decision, guys.
Okay.
The right thing to do.
Yes.
Okay, great. Opposing side, Wolf and Dia. What do you say?
Because I'm totally disagree. Because forgiveness, every religion is acceptable, but the cheating is not moral principle, against the moral principle. If you cheating to God, every religion's against the forgiveness. I mean, for forgiveness. Basically, you can't. I mean, basically, you can't offer to barbecue to vegetarian person because is it cheating is totally is against the moral principle. I mean, because what I mean, where is the point to share your life with the person? It's basically he's lying to, he's cheating to another person. Is that right? Because if you forgive him or her, he continue again he's cheating. It's ruin your life. It's ruin your family. It's ruin your kids. He's ruin your kids' future. I mean, education. It affects your kids in a bad way. Relationships based on trust. If you lose trust in your relationship, there is no point to lying yourself. If you would forgive your husband or your wife, you you continue your cheating because you are cheating yourself. Because first of all, you have to stop yourself. You have to cheat, because if you forgive, you accept it, because you are continuing. What is it's? I mean, it's no point.
Can I say something here?
Yeah, of course.
Wait till Dia has to say his part first. Dia?
Yeah, for sure. All the guys, all the words that guys that is talking about cheating is always right. All with you about what you said before. But I have to add something that anything that's building on cheating is fall down quickly and not have a long life. Yeah, it's have a half life about 2 days or 3 days, especially in relationships. And anything that you're cheating about it will be obviously it will someone you are cheating about it will discover you're cheating after a time. After time, as the time is going, you will discover how you're cheating about him, and you really would be mad at you, and yeah, I think it's great.
Okay.
So never cheating.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Motaz, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, Wolf. Yeah, you go first.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Motaz.
Okay, Wolf was saying like if you forgive him, he will cheat again and again. We're not talking about cheaters here. We're talking about cheating just one more time, and I ask for your forgiveness because
Sorry,
I regret it.
Sorry, point of information. We are talking about cheating, yeah? Our topic.
Yeah, not cheaters.
Okay, cheaters. If you if you want to understand the cheating, you have to understand the cheater. Don't stuck in a small picture. I am drawing to you big picture. You can change your will. You have to look in a big picture. Don't stuck in a small picture. If you want to understand cheating, you have to understand the cheater. You have to understand behind the reason.
Yeah, but if I don't tell you about it, it's not cheating. It's just a big lie, and I'm lying at. But if I told you about it, now I'm cheating on you. You know that I'm cheating.
And as Motaz said, that we are not talking about cheating, about go and cheat your wife every 5 minutes. We're talking about the big picture here, Wolfie, that is forgiveness. We're talking about be forgive.
But here, guys, I think the cheater persons are more intelligent than anyone.
Sorry. April?
Yes.
Can you repeat the topic?
Yeah, it's that cheating should be forgiven.
And did you hear cheating?
Cheating?
No. I'm not. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Should be forgiven. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, I mean, cheating is a part of our topic. If you look at the sentences, you can see the word of cheating.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah.
What did you just say that I couldn't hear you?
No, our topic is related to cheating also. We are not talking about only forgiveness. We are talking about forgiveness against related to cheating.
Oh yeah, of course. We're talking about forgive the person who cheat another one, but it's about forgiveness. You know, when you have a sentence or you have a text about something, you have to see, like you say, the main frame, the focus, and in this case, is forgive the cheater of the cheating, and we are approving that. We are
Okay, so
we are
sorry,
not saying that you have to cheat everyone.
Yeah, can I ask you something? Okay, without cheater, how gonna we speak about cheating? Because without cheater, cheating doesn't exist.
Okay.
What
All
doesn't
right.
exist?
What I do
Okay.
want to do is I want to give the judges an opportunity to ask questions of you guys if they want. Any questions from the judges from what you've heard so far? Any questions, judges?
I'm sleeping.
They are cheating. Though.
Oh,
no,
shit.
no
No,
questions?
I'm listening, but I don't have a question really.
Okay. All right. So in the interest of time, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and vote from based on what you heard so far. Okay. So Yusuf, who won for you?
The thing that they said cheating is not should not be forgiven.
Okay. So you believe that Wolf Team won?
Who? Which? Say the name.
Yeah. Say the name.
And please don't cheating on us. Please.
Julio, they said cheating should not be forgiven. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm with them.
Yeah.
So
okay, next.
You are with Wolf and Dia. Because Julio wasn't in the picture.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one vote for Wolf Team.
Thank you, judges.
Julio, who do you believe won?
Can I give a little comments? It's like feedback for them.
Critique?
Yeah. It's only feedback. I just try to make any clarifications. Feedback,
feedback.
You know, right? Yeah.
You want to give some feedback on how they did?
Yeah. First of all, you guys debate is like awesome, but I agree all like your statements, your motion. It's really good, but I have to judge, and then honestly, I have to give for one who is like the good one, and I have to vote for him. The reason
who is that?
because no, I'm going to say the name, but
okay.
let me.
You're building us up. Okay.
Yeah. For Sebastian, first time when you say it's like education, moral education for us, because you say about the life is not perfect. It's good things for us to learn, because the emotion is the sitting should be forgiven. So this is the statement, this is the motion. So for Wolf, right? He said the statement that only the statement is only about cheating, not forgiveness. So I'm disagree with this. That's why I vote for Sebastian, because he is explained clear, and he say everything clear about the life. So we have to forgiveness is the way, good way to give, like, you know. So when we forgive someone, it's mean that life is not perfect. Everyone sitting.
Yeah, and the
It's mean like that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Everyone sitting.
Okay.
Hold
okay.
on.
No, Wolf. There are no comments. There are no comments. This is the judgment. Wolf,
They are the judges.
No. This is just the judges. There's no more comments. You said everything you needed to say.
Just
Wolf,
give a
no.
comment. Okay,
We have an interest of time here. Anayas, what's your vote?
I'm just gonna go with Motaz and Sebastian.
Okay, so
because actually, to be honest, I just felt like Wolf was out of the subject with all the cheater analyst part. You know, it has nothing to do with the forgiving part and the mistake can be made or not and that. So for
Told
me,
you all.
it was just out of the subject. So I would go with Motaz and Sebastian.
Okay, so congratulations to Sebastian and Motaz for winning that argument. Woohoo! Now this is what I will say. I like two things that Wolf said. That I thought were two good points, and obviously Sebastian's team, you had some very good points. Wolf mentioned something about ruining kids' future. That's actually a really good point in my opinion, because there are a lot of studies that show that cheating on spouses and things like that, can create an issue for kids in their future. Some of them learn not to trust anymore, because the parents are the first contacts. So if for a female, if she sees her dad cheat on someone, she may learn to not be very trustful to men in the future. So I thought that was a good point. I also like when he said, well, you are cheating yourself when you cheat. And then Sebastian and Motaz, of course, with the forgiving, and I'm not, we're all human. And then he made a comment that made me laugh. Even verbal teachers. That was funny. So I thought you guys would do a great job. Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're just on a time frame. I want to get one more in. So I really like to follow by, what a certain way of doing this. So once the judges talk, it's over with basically for the debaters. All right, last one. We're going to give to, okay, so I think everybody went except for, there's someone on the right-hand side, and there's no name. What is your name on all the way towards the right?
Mahmoud.
Say it again?
His name is Mahmoud.
Mamoon?
Mahmoud.
Muhammad Mahmoud.
Okay, are you there? Do you hear me? Okay. That's not helpful right now.
Okay. He left his laptop open and sleep.
Okay, and that's like my second time ejecting. So, you guys, I need people to join that are actually going to participate, that can speak, that can use a microphone, get things of that nature. So you give people the opportunity that can do that to do that. All right. So since everybody went, do I have volunteers for the last debate? We only have 7 minutes, so we have to make this nice and quick. No.
What's the subject?
I don't work like that.
Shitting stuff.
I don't work like that. I like surprises.
Okay,
all right, well, Motaz, I think I'm going to have you, since you volunteered. Sebas is volunteering.
I am volunteer.
Okay, Julio. So we're going to do Sebas and Julio on one team.
Can I be with Motaz?
Motaz and Anais. Okay. All right. So here it is. Sebas and Julio, you believe that marijuana should be legalized. Okay?
What?
You believe that marijuana should be legalized.
Can
And
you write down?
Anais' team, you believe that it should not. Okay? This should be interesting. 8 minutes, you guys. And those who want it to be legalized will go first. And go.
Julio, you want to start?
No, Sebas, can you write down? I don't listen.
Sure, let me write it.
Legalizar marihuana.
Okay, so Julio, that's what you're arguing. You understand? I put it in the chat. You understand?
I don't know marijuana. What is it?
Weed, marijuana.
Weed, a drug.
Marijuana. Julio, can you hear me?
Marijuana.
Yes.
One of the terms would be weed. Another term for
Droga. Marihuana, la droga.
It's a drug.
Hierba.
Oh, it's a drugs. Okay.
Hierba, la que se fuma la hoja de marihuana.
I don't know. This is my first time. Listen, marijuana.
Don't say that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Fabio put a few different terms in the chat, so you can know what that word is.
Values-wise. Okay.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I think that marijuana should be legalized. I, I think this is so much simple. If you go and see the studies in different countries, in different cities from all over the world, you will see that actually alcohol is so much worse, for example, than marijuana. Marijuana is alcohol. You can kill someone if you're drunk, if you're under the alcohol, you know, and it's not the same as the marijuana. Marijuana actually is very ancient medicine that people in South America use to help other people to get well when they are sick, when they have illnesses. You should know that it's a plant. So if you see it as a bad thing, it's part of nature. Alcohol is not part of nature. I'm sorry, Fabio, but it's not. You have to create alcohol, or you have to create the cigarettes that actually make you die more 5 minutes easier. And if you don't legalize, and this is my last point, if you don't legalize marijuana, the drug traffic will be worse. And you can see that in countries where, I'm going to talk about Chile, and you can see it in Colombia now, in Mexico. It's very hard, and it's not about just drug, it's about traffic and killing other people and money. So legalized is a way to protect those people, protect families even, and the use of the personal drug that is not bad at all. There are not studies that say it's a bad drug. It's actually called a soft drug, I believe. I don't know if in English, but in Spanish it is. Okay, Julio, you can go.
Okay. Next, I would like to support the idea, Sebastian. The reason we have to legalize the marijuana because we do not need to just look at the negative point in the marijuana, because people around the world, they just see the marijuana effect for people like only in negative part, but they do not see the for the positive part. Like marijuana can it's kind of like make people happy. That is the point. And marijuana also, like if we do not legalize this, kind of like in around the world, all the country, the leaders say that no drugs, no alcohol, no marijuana. That is the point, that people, they don't know, they don't aware that this is also part of the life that contribute to give the happiness to the people, because we only think for the negative part, but we never think to the positive part. There are two parts, so we have to think. People have to aware for this positive part, not only to think to negative part. So my reason I want to support more, like if people around the world, we only think that the drugs kill people, kill many people, but how about the people like corruptors? They steal a lot of money, even they kill many people around the world. What do you think about this? Even it's unconsciously they kill many people more than drugs. So we have to aware, we have to think this clear. So and another reason.
Sorry to
also,
cut you off, but in the interest of time, we have to go to the next group. Ananias?
Okay.
Okay, for the first team, they both started wrong. About the positive and the negative thing, One second. Yes, we will look positive because we want an healthier earth. And Seba was talking about drinking is worse than marijuana. Okay, it is worse, but you can say this is more safer, but it is actually bad. It is bad. We cannot allow bad things because there is something more bad. We have to cut all the bad things because we want a healthier earth. That's my point to Anais now.
I just wanted to say several things. First, you said that marijuana makes people happy. Actually, it doesn't really. It just desocializes people who smoke a lot, and it just makes you chill, not happy. And LSD make you happy too. Should we legalize it? I mean, I'm not sure about that. And then, Sebastian, you said, that alcohol would be worse and stuff. The problem is that, when you're talking about, medicine, therapeutical use and stuff like that, it's just like opium, and opiacy. I don't know how you call that in English.
Opium?
Opium.
Opium?
No, the like morphine and stuff like that. They're used by doctors, so it's taken care of by professionals. But it's definitely not the same thing. And the difference between alcohol and marijuana is that if alcohol is legalized, you're gonna pass from, let's say, wine to scotch or wine to vodka, if you go worse. While if you start with marijuana and you go, they say that a lot of people say that when you start with marijuana, if we make it sounds like not a big deal, and so it's okay to do it. People are just gonna go for harder drugs, and while vodka is kind of harder than wine, not so much. I mean, the effects are pretty much the same once you're drunk. The cocaine, heroin, LSD, and all of the stuff, the effects are definitely not the same. It's really dangerous. So you can't compare it to alcohol and stuff because, once you're an addict, it can escalate pretty much. I mean, pretty fast. And what's going to be the next step? Just legalize meth?
Okay. So, any last thoughts before I go to the judges?
Oh, I have to say something that you just...
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but
Can we make rebuttal? No.
I'm laughing at
What is
Motaz's comment in the chat, but we are so over the class, and I know you guys probably want to go to the next class, right? So
okay.
Yes, okay.
Let me just go ahead and go to the judges then, because so you can get to that next class. Let's see. Yusef, who won for you?
Well, I'll go with Mu'taz and Anis' team because I don't know, Anis she's talking too much and always giving different points. That's why it's about.
Why does talking so much have anything to do with anything?
Because she is bringing many points.
She could be talking a different language.
I agree with you now, Yusuf.
We cannot hear.
All right, so far we have Ananias winning so far. Wolf, who do you think won?
I go for Sebastian.
Sebastian.
I'm not supporting to legalizing drugs, but I go.
I understand. No, you're going with what exactly? That's what I want you to do.
You just hate our team.
Go with the best argument.
Hate me. It's because I'm a woman, right?
And Julio, you were in the debate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have no one else. Thiago, you missed a great debate. What's going on? You're late.
Yeah, sorry.
So I guess
it's a tie.
Maybe he was listening.
So it seems like it's a tie.
You have to.
Thiago, were you listening? Did you hear everything?
No, I just got the part somebody's doing drugs, but.
Okay.
April.
We have to decide. April.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am.
I'm your assistant.
I'm gonna have to go. No, well, that matters.
That's
That
not
matters
gonna
none
work.
to me right now. um, I'm going to have to go with
You know.
Sabas's team, and the reason why is because he mentioned some examples of how it can help. Now, I agree like with. I don't agree with the legalization and personally, but yes, I agree with the medicine. I mean, you know, the examples you gave, like it's good for medicine and things like that. Protecting families. You know, I thought you brought up some interesting points that you know some people don't think about. So that was it. So congratulations to Sabas's team. And thank
Yeah,
you guys
Julio.
so much. I'm gonna put another debate class on for Sunday, so look for it. And Sebastian just put my Facebook page on there, so follow me, give me some class suggestions, things of that nature. And we went over. Sorry about that, but it was a great debate. Have a great night, you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.